here at the Mars Center for our Transportation Summit. The purpose of our summit is to make sure that we bring together our cities so we can talk about infrastructure and we can talk about the roads around Clayton County. We decided that this event was going to be important for us to have so we could bring all 7 cities together along with the Clayton County Board of Commissioners so we could talk about some of the barriers and some of the great things that we had going on with transportation with our counties. When we talk about transportation and we talk about the future of Clayton County, we are moving into a revolutionary age where we're going to be looking at driverless cars, BRT, PRT, and we're going to be also looking at our Metro Transit Rail, which is MARTA.
One of the ways that we engage the community in planning transportation projects is what we call public outreach and involvement meetings. But part of our responsibility is to talk to the public about what your needs are. And when you don't show up to tell us what those needs are, what do you think decides what those needs are? People like me, people like Paul, who may or may not reside in your community. So if you see a sign and you can't read it, feel free to go to Georgia DOT's website. It will tell you what's coming up so that you will know what's about to be done on the transportation system in your community and how you can get involved to make those decisions.
The State Transportation Board is made up of 14 state members representing the 14 congressional districts. The board's powers include naming the commissioner, Russell McMurray. The board decides on who is going to be heading that state organization. Designating public roads as part of the state highway system. Approving long-range transportation plans. Overseeing the administration of construction contracts. And authorizing lease agreements.
GDOT's mission is focusing our transportation system on innovation, safety, sustainability, and mobility. And so what we do at the district office is I like to consider it the front door. So, whenever there's a call that comes into an elected official, to our board members, to our elected officials, they're the Georgia legislators, it comes straight to us. We're on the ground managing your construction projects.
We have over 850 miles of paved roads that we're responsible for. Of those, 425 miles are striped. Bridges and culverts. The county is personally responsible for 67 bridges or culverts. The county maintains over 28,000 street signs on our road network. We have 263 traffic signals, with 230 of them actually on a networked system using over 120 miles of fiber optic cable around this county.
It's our job at ARC to work with the elected officials in the region, in the state, GDOT, and MARTA, to ultimately, at the end of the day, make sure that we are all being good stewards of public funds, that we're coordinating together, and that we do not have a project that is a 2-lane road at the county line, and then when you cross it, it's a 4-lane road.
I've quickly come to learn that transportation is not only about moving people, it's about moving opportunity. For businesses, reliable transit means access to talent, customers, and markets. For residents, it means access to jobs, education, and quality of life.
One of the most important things with putting in these BRT rapid lines is to make sure that we have the density around it and the development around it. So this sort of study really helps us analyze the areas that we have a need to improve the density, particularly around our station areas.
We had to understand the built environment first, right? And so what we come to understand is that there's this lack of multimodal networks, right? There's not enough trail connectivity south. We talk about bus stops and shelters a lot in this space. What we talk about the most, honestly, is that first mile, last mile connectivity.
When you think about even beyond Clayton County, what we're doing on a grander scale, as you all know, Georgia Power, the state of Georgia is growing leaps and bounds. Georgia has been one of the top states to do business for multiple years and counting. And because of that, Georgia Power is also growing as well.
We had the opportunity to install and upgrade over 40,000 lights in the city of Atlanta. That's exciting. Now, I can talk about the benefits
If you're not going to touch a lot on the financials of that, all you need to know is we're here to help you. We are partners inside the community. We don't allow financial hurdles to get in the way. The city of Atlanta, we work with them very closely, and we have other projects like this across the entire state.
We have to work together simultaneously with our Board of Commissioners as well as our 7 cities so we can connect the dots and make sure that we have our roads and bridges ready for all of the growth that is coming to Clayton County.